日本語上手、日本語上手。
Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
Belgium.
Belgium. Is it the first time to come to Japan?
The second time.
Second time. When was the last time? First time.
5 years ago, 2019.
Before COVID.
Yes,
right
yes.
before COVID, actually. Yeah.
Welcome back to Japan.
It's our honeymoon, actually.
Congratulations.
おめでとうございます。
おめでとうございます。So, have you learned Japanese?
私はちょっと自分で学びます。
すごい。
I wish it started earlier because it really does help in Japan to know Japanese. Because people are very nervous to talk to us, but when they see that you can talk a little bit Japanese, they always open up a little.
Right. Are you familiar with some Japanese culture?
We planted a Japanese cherry tree in our own front yard recently. We got it as a gift for our wedding.
So nice.
Well, we also like the temples. You have like the big buildings, and right next to it is a beautiful temple, and it mixes very nicely.
Yeah.
You said like you came to Japan 5 years ago. Did you find some differences or change something between 5 years ago and then now?
Yeah, it's a bit more more English here. Like we can speak a little bit more English. Last time there were areas where there was like no English at all. But now it's a bit more. But also I'm very glad that Japan kept its culture, so it's not just like English everything, but just Japan and a little bit of a translation, which makes it easier, but still like it's for Japan, it's in Japan, which is very important to keep the culture still alive.
Yeah, because we see a lot of English menus, but then when you go inside the shop, it helps if you can order in Japanese, because you have the menu, but they often have difficulty with the English ordering itself. So it's nice for us so we know what to order, but we can also just still experience Japan as Japan, which is something that's important for us. We went to Kyoto, and there it was very different. There it was very English-centric, and we kind of liked it here more, where it was more Japanese, because we want to experience Japan and not just English culture in Japan.
So something changing, but some Japanese things never be lost.
Yes, luckily.
Yeah, because we very much like the culture of Japan itself and the things that make Japan unique. So we're very happy that they're still here.
People are still so friendly.
Very nice. People are still very friendly. Yes.
So friendly 5 years ago and the same friendly now.
Yeah. They're a bit less nervous now, I feel, because there are more tourists. But they were always very friendly.
When did you feel like Japanese is so friendly?
The first time we went here, we had to search for something, like a shop, and we asked someone, could you show us where it is? And that person from like a station in Tokyo walked us all the way there to say, here it is. And he even asked someone else, like, where could you find it? And also the volunteers just now, just to show us like where we had to go. And in our country, we don't have that much people who just want to help. And we've experienced that a lot here. People are like really thankful, because he speaks a little bit Japanese, and Nihongo jozu, Nihongo jozu. So they're a lot friendlier than in our country. Just happy to see us. That's
happy to help.
Happy to help.
Or when you order something, they say everything like they say in the shop, like irashaimasu, and if you just say like gochusou-sama deshita, and they're very thankful, and they say something back. It's very nice. They don't stop saying. In a shop in Belgium, cashiers usually aren't that happy. They're usually very sad, and they're just glad when you're gone. Over here, I feel very welcome in stores and shops.
Like I was born and raised in Japan, so like irashaimase culture is so, how can I say, common for me, and I totally get used to that. So I sometimes didn't realize it's a welcoming word or something.
Oh yeah, it's very welcoming.
It's very welcoming because Japan is very quiet. People don't talk a lot in Tokyo, I feel like, on the street, but once you enter the shops, it's very, like, irashaimasu makes me feel welcome.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything made you surprised this time?
We tried a lot more food this time, because last time we were a bit more scared. We always enter the shop on the bottom floor. But in Japan, there's a lot more shops, and I was a bit scared to go up because it's like an elevator, and in Belgium it doesn't exist on the second floor, almost never. But now we did try. We went inside, went up, and tried a lot more food, dango. That was a more surprise the second time how tasty everything else was that we hadn't had the first time.
And knowing katakana, you don't have to know that much kanji. Katakana gets you very far because there's a lot of words like elevator, a lot of words. If you know katakana and you know English, you can get very far. And that was a big surprise for me the second time because I thought I had to know all the kanji. But the katakana was enough.
Right.
There's a lot of hoteru, taxi, escalator, beef steaky. A lot of words. So if you don't just know the katakana, a lot of words have just the English words associated, so it makes it very easy to find what you need. And it was a big surprise for me. But the keigo makes it very difficult.
Right. Yeah, keigo is difficult for even Japanese.
Yeah, it makes the words very long. I'm always kind of scared to use the wrong one because you have like da, ma, desu, deshita. I'm always scared to offend someone by using the wrong one, especially when they're older than me.
But you try to like be polite.
I try. I always use like the desu form at least, or gozaimashita.
That's so nice. So speaking of election, so now in Tokyo, we have election and time to vote right now. So can I ask something election in back home, Belgium?
We are actually having an election in Belgium as well, and in Europe.
We had to give our vote to our parents so they can vote for us.
Because we would still be in Japan the 9th, so we can't vote, but someone has to vote, so we have to give our vote to someone who will go there to give our vote.
Ah, I see. So in Japan we have the system to vote earlier.
Yeah, we can't. You have to vote that day. Because there's no exception with us.
We have to give proof that we are not in the country as well. So our parents have to show that we are not in the country so they can vote for us.
Is it okay, anyone instead of you?
You can choose anyone, yes.
It's not like a family or friends or
we chose family,
anyone.
But it could be anyone.
Do you know how many rate?
It's mandatory voting, so we have to.
We have to
vote.
There is no choice. You have to vote.
So it's like 100% rate.
Close to.
Yeah.
すごい.
But it's not always good because everyone has to. So everybody's and doesn't think about what they want.
No passion.
No passion in the voting because you have to. And a lot of like young people just have to like go because they have to. Otherwise they get a fine. But if you only go if you want to, then you will think about what your votes. So it's good and it's not good. So
because the low voting among the young people in Japan has been kind of regarded as political problem in Japan for a long time, and it's not like 40-50% rate to vote in Japan. So I'm curious about how many rate or what the election in other countries.
I get it though because a lot of political people are older people, so it makes it if I'm voting for someone, the chance that they're going to do something for me as a young person is very small.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I see your T-shirt? Bushido.
かっこいい。
Where did you get that?
It's a Dutch store, an online store, and they sell a lot of Japanese-inspired cyberpunk designs.
So you bought it in Belgium?
In Belgium, yes.
It's a pretty local store because Japanese culture is becoming more popular in Belgium and Holland and the countries around us.
And I saw the Gudetama.
Yeah, it's Kuritama.
Gudetama. かわいい。あとポムポムプリン。
ポンポンプリンへ。
ポムポムプリンかわいい。かわいい。So you like ポムポムプリン?
Yes, I like pom pom pudding. He likes Gudetama. So we voted because there's like a voting system for the. I voted for pom pom pudding and he voted for Gudetama.
Thank you.
How do you say thank you?
In Dutch, dank je.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
上手ですよ。
Thank you.
うまい。
やった。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
It was a very
あり
nice
がとうございま
experience.
す。Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing.
ありがとうございました。
Have